Morning, beautiful people. Good morning. Good morning. I will never get nobody name up. They was like, is that a wig? What was that? I said, I don't know. I don't do hair. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna say the other women that was in there. Some that the pyramids, they was laughing at the gym with me this morning. They said, we know you gonna put them hairstyles. I said, I am. So I know, because we got 130. I said I am. I'm going to put it up there. Now, one downvote is Liddell or Candace. I'm not messing with it.
Rock.
But look who they said that was Crockett. You got Stephen A. Smith attacking her now. Jasmine Crockett.
Been attacking our whole nationality, so it ain't nothing new with him. He's the fastest racist. He all that. He let you know who he is. He ain't holding them up.
But he black.
Stephen Miller ain't.
No, Stephen A. Smith.
Oh, man.
I'm talking about Stephen A. Smith. You ain't see how they said that. I said, y'all wrong. Y'all wrong. I mean, listen. Hey, some laugh with you, some laugh at you. They laughed at me plenty. Now, I laughing too, shit. But, hey, it is what it is. But, boy, we was rolling. They was like, you gonna put them pictures up? I said, I am. She the one brought up content. She said, oh, they trying to use stuff for content. I said, well, she gave it to me. But this what I have wanted to say. I was watching one guy. I was looking for his video. And he was talking about, like in Chicago, when they raided the hotel. And I get both sides, not the hotel, the apartment complex. But, and as he was breaking it down, and it was like what they doing is, what they not telling people is, and it's bad on both sides, but these was the ones that the Democrats had when they took them to Martha's Vineyard and everything.
Yeah.
What's up?
I can't. I just can't fathom that, right? Like, I'm still stuck on, you touch my kids, I'm touching you. It's that serious. And the fact that he's just letting this man skate by, but a dude who does something peaceful, that rallies the community to do something peaceful, right? How often do we see people today get groups of people together, rile them up, and go set them loose? Jed gathered a group of people, got them focused, and did something productive, and he's the fucking monster? This is some bull.
Oh my goodness. How you beautiful people doing this lovely family? I'm late, but I'm gonna give y'all the best that I got. But good morning to you beautiful people. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How y'all feeling? How is y'all feeling? I'm gonna ride y'all all the way to 11 o'clock. Talking about in the news. We gonna I'm gonna rock with y'all for a whole 60 minutes. You know how sometimes they clip that and say, he said he was going to do this. They minds just be in the gutter. Just in the gutter. How y'all feeling this morning, beautiful people? What's up, Nelly Nell? Denise Cousins, new one, Sheila, Yogi G. Yogi, what it do? Miss Gladys is in the building. Hey, you know what, Miss Gladys? I'm feeling a lot better. I'm going to tell you. Hey, new one. Listen. You can't go off script. He messed around, went off script. You know what I'm saying? You can't go off script like you getting some shrimp. Andre Holland, how you doing, good brother? Yeah, he loving me. Good morning. Good morning to all y'all beautiful people who want to come in. Mama Quill, how you doing, beloved? Wanda Smith. H Spragg, what up? And shout out to Jed and his Iron 18. I see Jed them over there getting busy over there in the shy, you heard? Felicia Martinez, how you doing, beloved? The lovely Deborah Luna in the building. Sweetheart Shell, how you doing? How you doing? Now, I hope I ain't missed nobody. What up, common sense? We gonna see if we got some sense today. Because right now, the world is turned upside down, baby. I'm telling you, it's turned upside down. I was trying to do a cheat code and see what I could pull off. I ain't want to be petty, but I want to get right to it, family. I hope Winnie don't be mad at me, but I got to put this up. You know what I'm saying? I got to put it up. Because I want to get right to it. Hey, Yogi, that's how they playing it? Lord have mercy. If they doing it like that, I ain't going for no fighting. We out. My whole clan is out. Miss Eunice, how you doing, beloved? Thank you for tapping in. Okay, Tracy Glenn is in the building. Thank you for tapping in. No, I haven't. I looked at it on the whistle, and I haven't officially went up there yet, Deborah. I've been listening to. I haven't went up there yet officially, Deborah, but I've been looking at a couple few around. I ain't gonna lie to you to see what we're gonna be able to get. But you know, I'm working on some things behind. I'm working on some things behind the scenes. But I did meant to call you the lovely Christine Chandler that tapped in. Marty Mar, what it do? Thank you for tapping in all the way. Hey, we need your help from Dallas. You see how we getting treated up here like a stepchild? Like a stepchild. Good morning, the First Lady Ashley Gaddis is in the building. Shout out to my Gladys clan. Felicia came through with something for me. Got that roll call coming all the way from New Jersey by way of the East Coast, you heard. Mickey's roll call is sponsored by Minnie M. Cox, who at the age of 22 was appointed the first female postmaster in Lexington, Mississippi by President Benjamin Harrison in 1891. Women's History Month. Shout out to the ladies, you heard. Shout out to the ladies. I think I want to show some. Yeah, shout out to the ladies. Hey, Winnie Win, you know I'm finna get busy in a second. Raphael Bird in the building. How you doing, good brother? Thank you for tapping in. We got the lovely Sandra Nichols Martin, and we got the beautiful one, as I call her, the lovely Sherry Allen. Thank you for tapping in, beloved. What's up, Pastor Nicholas J. Gaddis? Kenneth, what it do? Winnie, I'm finna be like Papa. Don't be mad at me, Winnie, what I'm about to do. What's up, Alan? We finna get busy because it's political season, and this what y'all tune in for. Michael B., what's up? Y'all, this what y'all tuning in for. Y'all want to be entertained? I'm going to entertain y'all this morning. It ain't me. Bam! Let's get down to it. What is y'all thoughts today? Y'all want me blow? This is coming from the deacon. I'm not gonna say he was sent by the creator of the creator of the world. I'm not of the worlds. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not even gonna say he's heavenly sent, but somebody sent him. He's the deacon for somebody. Air Tar Hills, how you doing? How you doing? Carl Lewis, what's up, Unc? They said you set it on fire yesterday. Let me see. Well, look, I gotta put this up. We're gonna get to that too. You see what new one said, shout out to Dennis Pfeiffer and Tanya Burns for gathering the receipts last night. I mean, council got interesting last night to me. I'm just going to say it was interesting, but what's y'all feelings on this right here? I want to get y'all thoughts. I want y'all to do some thinking. And this coming from AC Doomers. I want to get some of y'all thoughts on this. What's y'all thoughts on it? Come on. Now, don't be all scared now because I put it up here. Let's get busy. I got my shirt still. So what's y'all thoughts? Y'all tell me. What's burning, good brother? Let me see. Come on, family, now. Yeah, and run them likes up. Like, share, subscribe. You heard? Come on. Let's get it going. What's up? Come on, family. Now let's don't play this. I'm finna get in trouble in 53 minutes. When I get off in 53 minutes, all hell should been and broke loose. So let's get there now. Let's go light speed. Let's go light speed to them. When they say, Scotty, I'm giving her all she got. We want more. We want more. You know what, Eddie? The news put things how they want to put it. They put it how they want to do it. Hey, who said they ain't touching that with a 40-foot pole? We need help. I need some insight. I said, what we gonna do? Look at Nelly. At this point, Nelly Mills, at this point, I'll take anyone but Neely. I'm saying, y'all watch Council last night with us. Mick from Mayor gave Liddell gave him a shout out. Everybody look nice when you come in with when you finally see the truth. But that truth been out there. Y'all don't think this. So ain't nobody want to talk about this. Y'all don't want to talk about this now. What's your thoughts? What's your thought? Okay, only a real one. I see the beautiful and lovely Shay Allen said, I'm not sure that would be a good move. I'm just asking y'all. Okay, let me see what new one said. Oh, look at the queens. The women been standing 10 toes down. We fellas be scared to say something. unless we want to get some little henny hen. I'm not mad at it. She was better than Neely. Okay, we got two of the queens and said something. Are you saying as far as what? They saying should Weaver run again? Okay, Deborah Luna said mix an attorney. We need something new. Okay, Deborah said let's go new. Let's go new. Let me see what Allen said. Okay, I knew this brother was finna stand 10 toes down. In my opinion, Weaver seems to be more for the people. Neely lied on her relating to the missing 20 million, but later he found the money. I've been trying to find out where you get money, yo, Mick. I fell asleep on a lot of it. Okay. No, this was just, I saw this in somebody, AC Dumas popped up. So I wanted to put this on. Y'all know I'm going to ask Winters again because she going to give y'all her truest opinion. That's why I'm like, Winnie, don't be mad at me because I took this, but I wanted to get in trouble this morning. Okay, Wanda Smith. Look, she said, I want anybody better and other than Neely. Okay, I'm with you. Let me see what Katie said. Who can everyone get behind that can beat Neely is the question. Okay. Now, Katie, I see you. Common sense. Good morning to you. Good morning to you, beloved. Thank you for tapping in. Let me see. Unc said facts. Katie, hey. Who can ever get? See, and that's the problem that we have. Okay, look, I knew it. Look what Winnie said. She don't need to run again for nothing. But is she? Because the reason I'm bringing that up, family, and this is where the problem coming in at. Oh, ain't nothing wrong, Pastor Nicholas. I listen. I watched the whole thing and still confused. I'm still trying to cipher it. That's how I'm up late. I stayed up too late. I stayed up to 12 o'clock and didn't get up to 8:30 this morning. Look at the Maxter. She said, "Hey, Xavier Young, Slim Renfrey for mayor. Hey, listen, I know he'll help the people." Let me see. The mayor has done passed out jobs, money, appointments. That comes with an IOU. He done did so much stuff that is downright diabolical. And what I did like that was said, and I think this was Mick for mayor. So look, we talk about Mick for mayor already. You see how different people, the names is like, but what I do feel, but is it really gonna change anything, family? Because people still gonna go vote. People still gonna go vote. You know what I'm saying? Like we just see. To me, America is like, and that's including all of us up in here. It's so much. We make evil seem fair, and this is nothing I said. I got this from the minister, where they make evil seem fair play, because a lot of stuff that we seeing, like it's crazy that you have your mayor, and like I said, I'm not taking. I told y'all this. I told y'all this, and don't get me wrong. I think, and y'all know, we've been taking our shots at Dr. Weaver and everything. It's just it's this what we doing podcasting. Do I think that she would be a better mayor than him? In some aspects, I think she would be. Do I think she was more for the people? Yeah, but am I gonna say would she not try to help herself at the same time? No, I'm not gonna get up here and say she wouldn't have probably did some of the same things. I'm not gonna sit up there and lie for y'all. But what's up, Sharon, the lovely Sharon that tapped in? But the thing, you know what I'm saying, with it, what I didn't like with the mayor, that like, how you gonna tell people to go, oh, y'all need to go down there when I didn't already told y'all. It's not Gleewood. You could have did something. Y'all, it's on council to get this water rate together. And that's what is crazy. I do like last night, but that Liddell did step up, but think why she only stepped up. She only stepped up because she ain't get her 30,000. And that's what the second ward need to look at. Seventh ward need to look at what y'all got going. Candace will vote for anything. Oh, we don't want to kick it down. And when even you got, you know, in your finance chair, I can't even say if she a finance chair, to be honest with you, in name only. In name only. You can't even see, Liddell, now she want to tell because she's left out. No more press conferences for her. She been asked for that ARPA money. She wanted to know what it was. You hearing people being reprimanded for talking to council. But ain't nobody saying nothing. Well, to show me if they really real about it, subpoena the mayor ass down there. Subpoena him down there. Do like Eric do. But subpoena him down there. See who can get Liddell. See who you can get if you can get 5 or 6 votes to subpoena him down there and put it on the floor. Because y'all just coming up here and you still voting, passing a lot of stuff. Okay, you didn't let that $1 million come through. So what now? If the mayor give you your 30,000, Liddell, you gonna be back voting with him? That's what y'all need to be really looking at. Now I'm back to this thing. If we were gonna run, if like what I don't like about it, if y'all want Tanya to run, you're sending mixed signals. Why was we gonna try to see? And it's the question: will the people get behind Dr. Weaver, the majority, or will the majority get behind Tanya Burns? See, that's what we missing. You finna split your ticket right there. All he got to do is sit back and laugh. Same thing we doing with the state rep, and I get it. Everybody should run, but not from the same squad. If we gonna get you, just seeing what happened in the third ward, did y'all just forget last year what went down? You had AC, and now you got AC putting this out here. I'm like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, if y'all gonna be behind Tanya, stay behind Tanya. If y'all not gonna be behind Tanya, if y'all want Dr. Weaver to run with you, all everything should be focused on. I'm just saying, I don't know if she running or not, but when you putting little signals out there, you know what I'm saying? You putting signals out there. That's like flyers, basically saying, let's see who the people getting behind. I wouldn't want to run if you're gonna do that. Because then that's where you get this side. You're going to have certain people that's going to be like, well, you push my person out, so I'm not going to sit up here and get behind you. In fact, look at Jasmine Crockett. But what she got was her nigga wake-up call. I just want to put that out there. She thought she was bigger than the program. She thought she was really big. And I'm just saying, we get that. The Democratic Party been giving us our nigga wake-up call. We just ain't looked at it. They know damn good and well this mayor been playing in their face with the not playing in their face, playing in the residents' face. That's what I'm saying. We look at a threat from a person. Let's just like I say, when me and Trevor was talking, don't do a you on me. Don't because you want war, don't mean I want war. Don't think, oh, you might do. No, don't put your thoughts into my thoughts. Well, I mean, don't make your thoughts my thoughts. And that's the same thing that we got going on here. You don't think the Democratic Party ain't looking at here that there's other people that's way better than that would do for the residents? But that ain't who they want. They keeping this thing going. They more worried about blowing up over there than worrying about people dying right here. And then your mayor didn't even put nobody on the Gleewood board. That didn't seem strange. And Mr. Moore, I'm just saying, look at the stuff y'all getting, people. Liddell want to tell secrets now, but that's usually what it is. She mad. That's what you get when you be seeing them whistleblowers. They be getting mad. When they don't get their way, you see, she ain't getting her way, so she'll kind of being. She knowing that he probably not finna bag her, but what he might say, look, Liddell, we gonna give you 30,000 because he don't have to report it. We can give her 30,000 and what? She gonna start back voting everything he want again, kicking it down the road. And you seeing her in the first ward councilman, why people didn't get, and I'm just breaking it down in layman terms, but they was basically telling us they people through and stuff ain't getting no nonprofit money, and they mad about that. That's what they was telling them. We threw, our people ain't getting none. Then we like overlooked it when Tanya sit up there and said, hey, we hearing people saying which way to direct who get money. That didn't seem strange to nobody. Even for Mick for mayor, I guess he would look great coming in because he's we could do this. Don't y'all know them people know that too? But this how long they've been burying lies. That's what y'all need to look at. Look how long the people been burying lies. They've been burying the lies. Then you got your mayor telling, yeah, y'all go down there. Knowing, listen, he fooled all of y'all same way me and Winters got fooled and said, hey, go on there and say bring the water pods back. And y'all know me not knowing that they had 100 million coming down the pipeline. It took that to Quincy after we all fell out. But really, man, Winters got kicked out of they little crew. They knew this money was coming. They knew. That's what I'm saying. This is no different. You go against what they got going on. That's what I'm saying. They tell we've been voting Democrat. Look at who they giving us. Look who they giving us. What's up, the lovely Terry Nixon and Tapped In? I'm just telling y'all, look who they giving us. Yeah, they thinking conservatives, white Democrats was going to support her, that District Blue, but hey, concrete. Listen, they thought, listen, they thought she did something good. Then you see the rhetoric they putting out there. I don't know. They saying Texas is a 40% Hispanic. They say like I said, they say you go pull up this guy. You got something. I don't know. I'm not from Texas. Some say he good, but he's one of them religious, one of the religious ones that's gonna come in, say he's standing with Jesus and doing everything opposite of what Jesus was talking about. But this is the stuff that we going through. Yeah, she was the darling of a party when she was hollering Donald Trump this and that. She was Mac, but this what they saying. They like, you know what I'm saying? I'm still waiting on that black and brown coalition. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm still waiting on it, but you gotta, you know what I'm saying? But you have to look at which part of the black and brown coalition. Good morning, Tasha Lynn. I'm just saying, but they wanna, like I said, but they have us in some BS. You see how they want us? Because I'm seeing some people let ICE come back. I'm like, listen, man, that ain't that's not one of the fights we should be getting in. You see how they finna put it where the Latinos the Hispanics ain't want to do this, and it's like, you know what? Let it play out. Let it play out. I'm facts, Maxter, because they not letting people listen. Some of the stuff I've been seeing is downright diabolical. But this is, listen, what's the name? The former president told y'all Biden when he came to the Negroes, when he gave them all a Negro wake-up call, and he told the greatest of them right now, in this present, I'm saying right now, not the good, I'm talking about the good sellouts, told Al them, you need to link up with the Hispanic community. You got something in Texas saying do this to the Democrats. Because like I said, I'll be on the pages. They like, well, let's let the blacks sit out this one and see who gonna push them across. See if Telefico get pushed across that finish line. Since they saying they don't need the black vote. That's what it seemed like with the Democratic Party doing. But let's see how it play out. Let's see how it play out. I was a little bummed when I saw Obama, you know what I'm saying, when he was saying, look, hey, he going with the party. That's one thing you got to understand. It's a party. Let me see what concrete. 'Cause I'm not from this, I wouldn't know. He's a preacher, and he didn't speak much on Trump, so the Democrats are trying to still disgruntle MAGA voters and independents in November. They played her like a fine-tuned fiddle. Well, she would learn, and like I said, she learned the hard way. Let me see what Margaret said. Nonprofit organizations were not essential workers and not open during the pandemic. They formed their nonprofits expected to raise their own money. Facts. Wow. I'm just saying, did you notice the Fab Five were still locked and loaded relating on voting on certain things? Facts. But let me tell y'all something. Did y'all see this, though? Let me go get another. Did y'all see how Congress voted not to put up sexual acts? Allegations that was on Congress members? Think about that. Let me find it. Think about that right there since we figured with this thing. And I do agree with y'all, family. The Democrats do need to get together. Weaver and Tanya do probably, and they probably, you know what I'm saying, do need to sit down, but the whole team need to be on the same page. They do need, if you running, you running. Because we don't need this, what we got going on right now. Like, it should be one, if it's 7 groups, each group should have their own person up in there. It shouldn't be 2 people running from the same crew because you're going to be pulling from the same what's the name. And y'all going to have people divided. I'm just telling you how it's going to go. You're going to have some who feel their person wouldn't have lost if this person wouldn't have been in. Then it's going to, after the election, everybody going to be mad. And this is how you got the current 2-party system in Flint. And with the Democrats going with the other party. I'm just saying, we have to look at it. Let me see where we at right here. Let me get to this. I got to get to this because I know it was in Congress. where they voted not to sit up there for sexual allegation. And then y'all think them people really care about them Epstein files. Let that sink in for a minute. I don't know why we keep sitting up here playing. We acting like, oh, it's the Republicans. Oh, no, it's the Democrats. No, it's this. Listen, both of them playing the games. I don't know. They just don't want y'all doing it. They all play them games. This ain't nothing new. We sitting up here. You had over 300 and something. Let me go through my phone. I thought I put it on my page. Y'all sitting up here think these jokers really care on really how, even how they would treat a woman? Shh. Come on now. We got to wake up. I was just on here. We got to wake up. I'm going to get the counsel. I'm trying to find it. Maybe I ain't want to put that one on my page. I ain't want to cause no problems for me. Because them jokers be playing. I got to go on X and find it. Good morning, Demetria Brown. Thank you for tapping in. I'm just saying, family, y'all have to look at this stuff. That's what I'm saying. There ain't nobody look at it. I'm just telling you, go watch it and see how many. It was over 300 something in Congress where they didn't vote where you can't go if it was sexual allegations made, even on the staffers. Y'all go let that sink in for a minute. So while y'all be thinking there's some moral characters up there in D.C., but you know who you'll holler at? Lock up Bill Cosby. Oh, R. Kelly, he's the devil. This y'all be calling the wrong people devils. I'm just saying, so don't act like this. Like I said, y'all can say what y'all want. You had over so shouldn't 300 was like 370. I want to have the right number. Thank you, Alan. Thank you. They change and create laws to benefit themselves and their powerful friend. Yeah, but don't nobody want to say about that. We be sitting up here. That's why I be sitting up here how these people be saying these churches, y'all believing in Jesus and all this stuff going on. That's why it just bothers me. It's just even the people that's telling it to y'all. We sitting up here, listen, we looking at them playing games and everything. I'm just telling you, and y'all can't. But listen, they can see it up at the top, but they can't see it right down here. Y'all got a mayor that it was coming out. Listen, family, said it's the elites, cash rules everything around me for sure. Hakeem Jeffries, but listen, we go to saying he a snake. You know, you gonna have some Democrats. What you mean? We see one right up in here. Y'all don't say nothing about the Democratic Party. Y'all seen this redistricting and went right along with it and came up with. And listen, I saw Democrats justify it, the redistricting here. I'm then got mad when the Democrats did it in California, because they want to have representation too. When they broke up Jasmine Crockett thing, they put her in a situation. Y'all better start waking up. Even with Al Green, I'm looking like he got to run off. Let's be honest, family. They don't, even though we call Jasmine Crockett whatever, she was doing the job they was asking her to do. We want to say, oh, she was loudmouth. No, what they want somebody that's going to be docile. Whether if you like Jasmine or not. They want somebody that they gonna like docile. That's why I was telling y'all. Y'all go watch that Hidden Color 6 trailer that's coming out by Tariq Nasheed. They got old Eric Mays up in there. And they was talking about they don't want, you know what I'm saying? They, you know, them the old school politicians. You had people. They want more docile people. Yes, sir. No, sir. That's what they want. Anyway, we only 14% of this population. So let's if we're gonna do numbers, let's do numbers. Let's straight up and do numbers. I looked at that stuff. They was talking about the scam stuff because I saw people put it on there. You know, I was looking at it, what's going on in Somalia. I mean, not Somalia, what's going on in Minnesota about their scam. Saying the stuff, how they was looting the government. But what if I showed y'all a video of what's going on in New Jersey? Would y'all focus on that? And I think I got it. Let me see, because I know it's been on my ex. But I'm saying, but we don't ever talk about stuff like this. We look at, and this is where it gets downright nasty. And it gets downright nasty. But I don't know when we're going to wake up. I don't know when we're gonna wake up. We're gonna keep playing around. Let me see, is this the one guy who did it? I'm finna find it for y'all. Let me see. Hold on, that ain't the one. That really have him upset with me. Let me go ahead and find. Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is a good one I'm gonna put up here for y'all. I check with this brother that I'm going through out in the Bay Area. Hold on, let me give you these progressives. Hold on, let me get. And this just from this was going on out there, family. Hold on, let me get this for y'all. Crap. Let me downsize it. Let me come bring it over here. This one of them. Let me do this. Hey, facts. Yeah, that's been on. Hey, you seen that, KD? Yeah. I was gonna put that, but I'm gonna use this one in the Bay Area. You know, this is some of the stuff we be stuck to. But let me let y'all see the headline. It tell you right here. It says San Francisco native. That's what SF stand for. San Francisco native breaks down how white liberals pushed out the city's black population and says the so-called progressives out there move like snakes. Claims the racism just comes dressed up in liberal language. Progressive Frisco is the most racist place in America. So I just wanted y'all to see what that was. I'm finna go ahead and play this video for y'all. Hold on, let me get here. Show Barron Trump 30 million in oil before Trump announced it. Listen, some of the stuff that we going through, family, it's downright diabolical. But what can we do? We sit up here, we fighting on every front, but the one we going through right now. Oh my God, I wasn't supposed to do that right there. My bad. But let me play this video for y'all, family. Let me play it.
San Francisco is on verge of being the first city to successfully remove black people legally. You understand what I'm saying? They did it in a very passive aggressive way. They did it with a smile on their faces. And this is why I'm bipartisan. I'm for whatever is right. I don't care if it's a Democrat, a Republican, a liberal, a Green Party. Whatever's right is what I'm with.
My bad, family. I didn't check that out. They had all that music in there. I had to stop that. But yeah, but as you can see, I'm gonna go get another clean version for y'all. Yeah, that one had a lot of music in there. I had to get that one off. I'll go get the clean version for you. Let me go find a clean version. Let me go find these other ones. There we go. What's up, Mr. Classic? Map told us about them liberals decades ago. Yeah, facts. We was told. Let me see. When we say that's been on New Jersey. Yeah, it's been going on. Did you see all the flack that they caught? That's what I'm telling you when you look at this thing here, even with the school system. That's like when we seeing stuff. I've been seeing more videos. I might have had that one all the way good. But did you see what's listen, what do you think? I'm not trying to be funny, but you and I get it. The Flint school system, I wouldn't send my kids to the Flint school system, to be honest with you. And I didn't. They was in it for a minute and they was out. I'm gonna be, you know what I'm saying? I would have, but when you looking at what they offering you, should we subject our kids to go to this? But who allowed all the stuff to get took out? Who allowed all this to get took out? Fires home ec, fires auto mechanics, tool and die, wood shop. Who let all that get took out the school system? And I want to throw some little caveat to y'all family. If y'all act like y'all don't, I hate it because y'all gonna be saying, "Oh, he's using the race car." This is not a race car. Do you know it was black? It wasn't like when emergency managers came in. It wasn't just black cities that was in the red. It was white cities in the red too. But it's just a difference on how they try to when they put little moves down. But I guess you can put more moves down when you're only 14% of the population. I guess you can. You can do little things that you want to do. That's why I'm like some of this stuff that we seeing. If I'm gonna tell you, and I don't care what nobody say, I watched how crazy they went when they were, oh, Barack, he's a Muslim. Even though his mama was from here. I think she was from Kansas, wasn't she, if I'm not mistaken. And they still didn't want to consider him American. I'm going to just show you that the games, that's how they play the little games. Caught an attitude. His mama was an American. Regardless if you say who his daddy was, his mama was an American. But the only problem was who his daddy was. Let's just be honest. But you ain't gonna hear nobody gonna question. They not gonna question Barron Trump. They ain't gonna say nothing about his mother not being from here. I'm just showing you this is how the BS that it is. That's gonna come on. But you know what I'm saying? If it was, believe me, if Obama was in them Epstein files, man, they would be. I'm talking about Barron Trump wife, Barron's mother. Where Melania from? And she from you? She's from over in Eastern Europe, right? No, the reason they focus on his Muslim name is because his daddy happened to have melanin in him. Let's be honest. It was just that's what I'm saying. They want to still say he's not a natural. His mother is an American. But you see how they threw that out? But you're not gonna hear that about Barron. They're gonna say his daddy's an American. They not gonna hear it. Sometimes I'm not trying to be funny, family. I'm just trying to be honest. When it do come down to you got to have the complexion for the connection. That's why you don't hear nobody hollering about he bringing in the Afrikaners compared to when he was bringing in the refugees from these Arab countries. When nobody, you know what I'm saying? It's a different level of attitude. There's different levels. Let me see what makes Flint. Let me get back to Flint. What makes Flint so interesting to me is that Flint has black people selling out black people on a high level. Flint should really be Atlanta of the Midwest. You have the money and location. But you know what? And that's the sad part. That's why I'm glad you brought. That's why I hope that and I'll say this again. Let me be the first one to tell you. That's why I was against it when they said, when Carol took her shot, and I don't want to be a revisionist, but it happened. And I was like, when me and Trevor's on, he was like, oh, it was weird. Trevor was the only one thought it was the Weaver and them crew said do it. That's why I'm like with AC. I wouldn't do that because now you sending mixed signals. If we behind Tanya, we behind Tanya. But then we have to be honest with ourselves. Who can get the most people together? I'm just saying, but when you do that, I mean, but you know what, Mark, but I guess they like it this way though, to be honest with you. I think they like it this way that it's so divided and then they can get who they want in. In my humble opinion, they can get who they want in. Until the blacks get on a united front, and this is a sad thing, you have to say, well, we got to wait till both parties, you got to wait till other people start moving in with more influence. Just to be honest, and that's what it become crazy because as time go on more, and I know I'm not trying to be funny. Some people can outlive you, and as we seeing a lot of people checking out in their 50s right now, dropping like flies. Who you gonna get that can unite both factions? And I keep saying that. Do it look like Neely got some a little tink in his armor right now? A very small one, about 30,000 worth. He can sew this back up overnight if he just go ahead and get Liddell what she want. But you know what, Felicia? They don't even care about that no more. About really if people know what's going on or not. That's not even a game no more. They you know what they telling you? I could put a dog in there and tell a dog how to vote. They don't care no more. It's not about if you know politics no more. All they want to know if you yes. And if it's against the other side, no. If it's bringing the mayor down, they don't want nobody who gonna bring the mayor down there. Like I said, even with Liddell, even with how mad she is, Liddell not gonna vote to have the mayor subpoena down there. Candace not gonna vote. Damn sure her and Judy not gonna vote to subpoena the mayor down there. Now, all of a sudden, Judy, we don't want to send no money back. Why? Is Liddell really gonna tell on what's going on? Because you can see the corruption going on. But if he, but this the thing, if he's such a liar and people, I mean, I know you saying you is, how he keep getting voted back in office? That's just like, to me, I look at it like the Epstein file, this stuff. It came out, but the majority of the people who running things like, hey, there's nothing here. But you know what, Sir Gregory, she Russian, but the Americans like her. Just think about that. But they can't stand Russia. I'm just saying, man, when you look at some of the hypocrisy, you see how a person can be fooled. But that's the gimmick they want us to believe. Come on, in Flint, the power structure is generations deep. They make sure they own the blacks on high level before they even get in office. Facts. That's why I be laughing like, how can you say, you know who you got to go deal with? And you know who you're going to have to go deal with. It just, we voted based on emotions. People who lie straight. Yeah, we make you feel, yeah, they been doing that. That's how you go to church every Sunday. All of a sudden, when did they start want to put Jesus, he black now? When did that, can anybody in the chat start telling me when they start putting Jesus black? Because I knew when I was coming up, we was going into the churches. I'm just saying, this how long we've been going on with this lie. Since the church. Mark, let it sink in. Flint recalls Stanley and Weaver, but nothing to say about Whaley and Neely. I've read a lot about it, and it was black people leading the recalls, and after the recalls, things got worse. Hey, listen, family, I would love to have Reverend Thrill Kell on. I used to love, I ain't gonna lie, I used to love to record him in the morning on Sundays, man, on Saturdays. Because that brother used to give me a history lesson. Y'all hearing what I'm saying? Reverend Thrill Kell would give me a history lesson. Even though he was saying some stuff Quincy might have didn't like it when he said, well, we will come to your house and get you together. Because back then, blacks didn't have a lot. So when they was cutting deals, even though they was cutting deals, but they was getting something for themselves, but they was trying to get something for their people too. It's just now they feel like, well, we gave y'all don't have to stay on one side no more. And just think about that. You had to have at that time, but it became white flight. And you got to look at that too. You got to look at that. Why they ain't recall why they ain't recall Mayor Neely? Just think about it. They always gonna use us, people to look like us, to go out there do all the running and the rhetoric. But you notice when nobody mad at Neely? Ain't nobody mad at him. So this ain't nothing new. Just we want to we can see what happened over there to Keith Porter Jr., what happened in California. But y'all don't have nothing about what happened to them babies right over there. Like, that went through the whistle name. We sat up here and lied. They suppressed the story that how the fire department was set up there. It was split down the middle, black versus white. They ain't want that out there. You had a mayor come out here and say, hey, that's my voting base. But did no blacks get mad? I had people, would you want that out there? I had blacks in my inbox. Was like, why would y'all play that right there? That shouldn't be put out there. Blacks that was justifying that situation kept down on the hush hush. So I get exactly what you're saying, Mark, when you're talking about, well, blacks selling out blacks here. I get it, but it's not all of them. It's just the ones that's in the know. Like I said, blacks said it. Some blacks. And you wonder why when Dennis Pfeiffer, people got mad when Dennis Pfeiffer said, hey, it's majority black on council. If you go look at it, it's the blacks on council really beefing. Dennis and Judy, them not into it like that. Nah, they might don't vote the same, on things like, on certain situations. But they gotta understand it. Dennis just ain't with the foolishness that Judy with. Judy got right in the mud. Now that's what he probably a little surprised at. But y'all don't know. They might got Judy, like times they might got her. She might don't want her out there exposed that she racist. That's probably what they holding over her head, been in her mind. She's still like, listen, I'm gonna be more accepted over here than they is. I'm just saying. That's what Judy Brown. I'm on all these boards doing what? KD, yeah, but look, listen, listen, and this. Let me tell you something. Look how they went at jail, but look how they was all in Jesse's face. Let that sink in for a minute. These people loved y'all. I watched them all of them. But how many was been in Jesse fight when they was seeing them elders being pulled out? How many of them you seeing that's been down there hollering about the water? How many seen been coming down the council? You getting some people come down the council now because I've been going down there, so I'm not talking to him. But you starting to see other people, you starting to see them want to come down the council now. I'm seeing a lot of videos. I'm seeing a lot of people saying what they gonna do. It's just funny. This is what Flint got to offer, and I'm knowing it's way more highly skilled, intellectual people than what we just getting bombarded with. And not all of them, but we getting bombarded. I can look through that and then they tell you from each ward who on there finna hustle. I'm not saying they hustling in the street, but I'm saying they finna hustle the people because it's all about them. Yeah, man, they checked us by give them taking facts. They gonna give you your super Negro, and that's what the mayor is. He gonna get in there. Like I'm just saying, just think about. He told y'all to go down there and fight for the water. He wasn't down there with y'all. Now I do believe this. At the end of the day, Dr. Weaver would have been down there. She would have went down there because she would have been showing that she's a people person. I do believe. Do I think the outcome would have been different for us? What happened to the Mitchell boys? And all we can go on is what we think a person would do. Do I think the outcome would have been different? No, I think she would have probably tried to fire the firefighters, but she would have came down up under that same pressure too. She might have did fire them. She might have did, but she would have been recalled. She wouldn't have won the next election because she would have, you know what I'm saying? She would have pissed off some people. As you can see with the water, I think she might have would have fired them, but it would have been, but you would have really seen what was going on. Hey, Dreamer, good morning. Thank you for tapping in. You see, neither Neely went to the Cleveland. No, he never went. He not with the people. I believe Dr. Weaver would have went. You know who's going to do something what they're doing now? Facts. You know who? Facts. We really do. Let me see. Please. Judy's getting in right with the mud. She shouldn't be surprised, and that's where she's comfortable. Hence the dirty feet. Facts. Let me see what Denise says. Sad to feel like this, but until Flint has completely gotten rid of the master plan in place, the poor, black, and white are going to suffer. Tanya Burns speaks of gentrification like it's okay. Opposite Maurice. No, because gentrification means people who can afford to stay here. Gentrification ain't for poor people. And that's where I think we don't get told the truth at. That's why you can have a person like Mick come down there and say, Mick from Mayor, say, hey, listen, I think we can get out of that Gleewood deal, blase split. You don't think people been hollering that? I mean, not all. One, I heard Eric talking about it. But like I say, that's above my pay grade. But I'm just saying, when a person saying that's what listening to people ear like, oh, we can. See, we ain't had no people saying, can we get out of this? Or what's all we hear is doomsday. If you do this, we're gonna be privatized. That's all you hear. That's all you hear. You've been hearing doomsday. Even when some of them, remember, listen, Neely passed some unbalanced, but he passed unbalanced budgets. But it's to the point that if we don't do this and that, doomsday. Like right now, where you at? Only reason they ain't put that $1 million through because Liddell can't get that 30. If Liddell got that 30, he would have been had his 5 votes going through there. If Liddell people would have been getting some of that their opera money, that would have been going through there. We wouldn't even heard about that girl Ashley been reprimanded if Liddell would have got her 30,000. Hey, Denise, facts. I mean, KD, facts, they down. But see, even our elected officials down with it too. But we don't be understanding that aspect of it. That's the problem. We really don't be understanding the aspect of exactly the ones that have money ain't worried about a thing. No, that's why you see Judy don't care about it. Remember, Judy, remember we just kicking it down the road. Y'all had 94 million, 0.7. And you mean to tell me it got squandered? And you didn't think about this? You knew about the water bill? Now listen, I've been told a broke clock can be right twice a day. So that 21 broke clock was telling y'all we need to balance the water funds. All you do is go look at the state rep, the mayor's wife. She was trying to get $25 million for a fake nonprofit. And y'all wondering, like, y'all thought these the people that was trying to help the residents out. They doing what everybody else. Look, we're gonna get our money when we leave. You know what Black's gonna be saying? Oh, the mayor nearly left out. He was a multi-millionaire. But yet you living in squalor. That's what we'll be. That's what you're gonna be seeing a whole bunch of people talk about. He left out a such and such made $1 million, but yet you living in squalor. When this gas price go up, it's not going to affect them. That's why I be sitting up there laughing. When I be saying, I'm like, man, y'all over here, do y'all see what's going on? They survive. They going to make it. You not. Then you get a school board president, we're going to bring the kids back. How's the schools? We graduate. They can't write in cursive. So we basically finna send you out here. This is what the Flint schools telling you. Well, look, the ones who gonna make it. But I'm gonna keep giving the superintendent shit. We're gonna keep sending the school board members on trips all through they can go here on the dime of the taxpayers. That's all to come to an end. Till we can get this. You don't need to go there. You go there via Zoom. You can do it right from your living room. Or you do it on your own dime. Start making them pay, and let's see who really want to go to them classes now. Start making them pay. Let's see who want to go out. It make me think people just jumping on there because they know they're gonna get took out of town. They can go here, and then everybody using that word, we doing the job, but yet you graduating the kid reading at a 3rd grade level. See what I'm saying? FCS has a top literacy rate of 11%. And what they be going for them seminars, them conferences again? I wouldn't send nobody from the Flint School Board to nothing. You'd be all Zoom meetings. That's what we got money for, Zooms. And if you ain't got the internet at home, you have to you come to the library and use it. This is just straight up. Be at the building board. You'll be at the building. Ain't no way in hell I will be sitting up there sending y'all around and y'all graduate 80 kids. Okay. I know that Candace talking about looking for a crack and Gleewood contract is another play in our face. They know that's not a chance, just like when they sent residents to Gleewood. That's what y'all gonna go send the people down there who are already hurting. But yet we voted for y'all to represent the residents and y'all ain't that. Like, just because they called in on the phone, like the mayor one was a slap in the face. But he know what was going on. The mayor know what they running. They paying a lot of the bills off the residents paying their water bill. Y'all have to be honest. A lot of the resources, our assets were sold off. Like, do people really realize that? And then what was crazy, you had hey, I'm telling you, I don't want to get in too much trouble, but I do love that. Like Dennis said last night, I can kill 9 people. I can kill, and the 10th one is free. You had I didn't know this was that vulnerable. We had the water pump station right there in the 2nd ward right there. This individual just knew how to go knock down D&H, the funeral home, swoop in, hit the water, knocked it off what it said off the foundation. I'm just saying, family. This is like, this is something new. I'm just only saying what we heard at council last night. Like, how much more do you want? And I'm just saying, because they mess around and be like, we'll show this nigga. Let's go put a case on him. Jaywalking. I'm just saying, like, this. Have y'all seen? And let me get to something better. They talk about giving the police raises, right? Hey, Dennis. Remember, they wouldn't even give you a ride. Let that sink in. Let that sink in when y'all talking about raises. Did y'all see the one fella over there in the first ward? Was it first ward where he was getting sprayed down with mace? That's what we want. We're gonna give y'all raises for people to whoop our ass, right? Them the raises y'all want. So basically, they just telling the residents we finna pay some expensive cops to come in here and harass y'all, because that's what you finna be paying for. Now y'all don't see this system is wicked. We're gonna pay y'all to whoop our asses. But if you the magical Negro, they won't touch you. I'm just saying, remember when y'all going in to vote, when y'all voting for this, remember when they came down to council, what about, hey, do that guy that punched on Art, do he get the snatched on Chester, the hit Debbie in the chest? Do they get raises? Do we want to pay people like them? I'm just trying to figure out, like Dennis said, y'all want to just get money. How long America gonna keep paying police to abuse the black population? I'm just trying to figure that out. We don't want to talk about that, do we? We had a boy that was hung, missing. You had the police down there said it was suicide, but all his organs was missing. I'm just saying, remember, people, when y'all voting and y'all paying, this is what we also giving tax dollars for our own oppression. And what else going on, like fighting wars, the tax dollars going for that. I'm just saying, remember, them same people in council that y'all, not in council, in Congress that's voting on Epstein file, they ain't want to vote on the Epstein Congress, though. They like, hell no, we ain't going to pull that out there. But them y'all council people, though, I'm just saying, don't get it twisted. That them same people you would love, just look at this. Remember, when people get in accidents, police take 2 hours to get there, so we're going to pay y'all for that. And I want people I just want y'all to remember when you getting, like when Tamir Riceman pulled up, killed that young baby in no time. Remember, we paying for that too. I'm just saying, we paying for a whole lot of them taxes, ain't we? When we fought in them wars, we fighting for a whole lot of stuff to staying the same. Just remember that when you're looking at all them situations. But they're going to tell y'all because Obama became president, we have arrived. That Jasmine Crockett should be a lesson to a lot of black women. But it also should be a lesson to the blacks with the Democratic Party. We know we're not getting no love from the Republican Party. And that's why I don't want us to be used, how they be using blacks for a long time. Because they looking at us because we mad at the slave master on this side and thinking like the slave master on the right side gonna do any better. Till we get some people who willing to go up here, because like I said, if y'all think we off the plantation, go right ahead. There's still places in Sundowns in Michigan, and let that sink in for a minute. Sundowns in Michigan. But yet, we only 14% of this population, so you got to understand we're going to be sending it. It's more likely we're going to send our kids to schools who don't really want to properly educate them. That's why it's such a shame that when we be having an all-black city the way it should be looking, when we already know what the circumstances is, then you still got to send your kid. And I'm not saying that when you do come out in the real world, your kids should understand this is some of the stuff they're going to have to deal with. But as they should be coming up, they should be able to focus on going to school, getting the education, and getting prepared. Not got to worry about being called an N-word or games or different things being said. I'm looking at some stuff where a boy who was in college was getting took advantage of. But they ain't putting that out there. Like I said, we 14%. And still catching hell, but they want us to go. Like I get it, DEI. We was fighting for that, but what was we at on DEI at the bottom? They talking about immigration. We supposed to be. I still got the mother facing. Still see her face when she was in Chicago saying, "Listen, how y'all cutting our benefits, but these other, and I get it. How these people who just got here getting something. Then when they saying these jobs, who want to go work for? We came off a slave working for free. Shit, just to give us a livable wage. Is that too much to ask for? Cost of living going up. I ain't asked Trump them to go over there and bomb Iran, gas going up. And show you where we at. We looking at, okay, we got to go fill a car up. But how many more fucking fill ups you going to have to go do? Because if you just going to fill it up and sit it at the house, that's cool. So we so busy thinking, yeah, we think we overcame. We here we in Grand Rapids. We're having dogs attacking our black people, and people keep see what I'm saying? A four-legged dog sicked on by a two-legged dog. That's really what that's what I'm saying. We act like y'all forgot they sick dogs on us, water holes and all that, but we acted like all they sees just didn't disappeared. But yet you can go see a person get hung. The police, it was suicide. Go look down in Atlanta. Organs missed. Oh, he wrapped himself up in a blanket and took all his organs out and put books back in them. So I'm just saying, go look at the video. I'm just, listen, if you go see this and they want us, that's why you can see what happened in California about that brother being killed. Then you go see what happened to the two white people in Minnesota get killed, even though they was interfering in them people business. What happened? They get off. I mean, well, we got to wait. The crowd was mad over there. He might have been guilty. That's just in a person mind state. This ain't nothing new. No, shooting the shit to you ain't late. I came on. Let me see. I'm late to the party, but they said Hispanic vote pushed Jasmine Crockett out, but they made it when we sit this one out, get mad. Yeah, they going to be mad. They going to be blame Clinton for NAFTA. He took away the good manufacturing jobs. But them Democrats. But in doing business, you're going to have to open it up because they still want cheap labor. The Jasmine situation is no different than Kamala. Once again, they elected a DEI. Both Jasmine and Kamala have more experience, but they don't care about it. We got to go back and look at what Lyndon Johnson, LBJ, said. If you can have you have the poorest white man think he better than a black man with money or the black person with money. I ain't saying it verbatim. That's still going on. Hell, we heard about some racist people allegedly with somebody racist on the commissioner board. We hearing about the Mott School board. When you 14% of the population, you think you're not going to hear some racist things being said? Let that sink in again. When you 14% of the population, tell me who mad about it. I'm just saying, just think about it. They know this. They don't care about that. They going by the numbers. Shit, the majority of us, we should be mad. Who the ones mad about immigration saying there's too many Hispanics here? Who really mad about it? Y'all go let that sink in for a minute. Let me read this too, and I got to get out of here. You see, all people going to have to pick up the slack. Lack of what schools offer. Most parents in old days taught the oldest as much as possible. Then siblings were expected to teach us facts, but they put so many drugs in here. They ain't have Ritalin and all that stuff back then. Mickey, you can have a qualification for a job. They still will not hire you. But what gets me is they ask, what race are you? It shouldn't matter as long as you have the qualification. That should tell you right there what's going on. Like telling you what race you is. Like, we got to make sure. We trying to see how many of them we going to have in this workforce, but who you think they going to hire? I'm just saying what it is. This everybody got to work right now, but who you think they want? Why you think that? I get it, though. I'm just saying. Hey, facts, Sir Gregory. Blacks in America are only good when they can be used political, business-wise, and daily. I mean, that's all. They're going to always have some Al Sharptons and Jesse Jacksons. Rest his soul. But I'm saying Jesse did a lot. Let's don't get it twisted. Jesse did what he had to do. You know what I'm saying? When you get in this game, you're going to do what they tell you to do. That's why I say I don't believe whoever the mayor would have been coming after 2019, they was going to have to get it together. And it just happened to be I'm just going with allegedly. Weaver wasn't going along with the program, and they didn't like it. Oh, I got it now. Let me get it. I'm finna read it for you. Hot damn, LBJ. Thank you, beloved. Y'all be helping me out so much. Let me read this quote. If you could convince the lowest white man he's better than the best colored man, he won't notice your pick in his pocket. Give him somebody to look down on, and he'll empty his pockets for you. Let me read this to you again. This is what LBJ said. If you could convince the lowest white man he's better than the best colored man, he won't notice you're picking his pocket. Hell, give him somebody to look down on. He'll empty his pockets for you. Now, that should tell you all you need to know. That tell you all you need to know. But we act like that's not real. We can't say, oh, I don't see. Okay, act like you don't see color. Keep playing that game. I can't stand when I hear that we don't see it. Yes, you do. That's called denial. That's just called denial. Y'all don't want to believe in what denial is. That's just like you can sit up here and see. When your mayor said it, I can't fire them. That's my voting base. Let that sink in to you. When he was the mayor, 2 firefighters, and wanted the fire chief to lie about it, got rid of his ass. See, you see, that quote explains Jasmine Crockett lost facts. Hell, when the Latinos come in, they ain't coming up under black, coming up under white. You better understand that. Let me see, just like when Winters went to the first ENA meeting and forever, and right off the bat, they said they were looking county-wide for ombudsman. They're qualified living right here, no locals. No, because they don't. That man know down there. Let me tell you something. I'm speaking on black. Neely know probably down there. Let's say 100%. He know about 75%. Maybe I say 80. I'm gonna say 75% of the blacks don't rock with him like that. Probably less than that. That man not no fool. I'm just saying that ain't nothing new. That's nothing new. That's just like you had. Listen, don't you think the Democratic, they know what's going on in Flint, and this ain't what Mickey said. They said that the what's her name, Gretchen Whitmer said she had Flint fatigue. Damn, that the people dying from the water probably fatigue of this shit, but she had Flint fatigue. Just think about it. Predominantly black city. Predominantly black city. That should let you know everything. Everybody learning from their Flint mistake. Because it's still a great mistake that ain't got fixed. But let that sink in for a minute, family. Let me see this. Let me read this last one. It said Texas Democrats have lost statewide for 38 straight years, and they nominate the same guy. Nothing else makes sense. Facts. Some of them people, they need to be out of Congress, to be honest with you. I've been looking at Mitch McConnell, seeing like he always got a Band-Aid here. He didn't fail so much. Come on, I'm saying I'm willing them in. Then at 90 years old, they ready to go off to glory. And you going to just will them. I'm just saying some of this stuff, but America's been doing this because allegedly they said President Reagan had Alzheimer's. That show you the game. They talk about, Republicans, Biden was this. Damn, what's up, little lovely Linda Chetton? But what about when Reagan? That's what I'm saying. Go back and study. But when you 14% of this population, you're going to have a fight. I'm just saying all them other ones, like if the Hispanics did vote that way and wanted to be like that, go ahead. I'm not mad. But don't be coming back over here saying, oh, blacks need to do this. No. But what we do, we letting the ones call the shots. Gonna have us into it. Well, I mean, not have us into it. Oh, well, you know what, Jasmine? You got your wake-up call. You seen how the Democratic Party was? I believe they probably looking at you to made enough money because, that's the first thing they're going to say. Well, we later made some millions. So she should be content. That's how they feel. We gave you some money. Because that's the same thing when they get done with the mayor. Hey, man, you got to make millions going on. Man, this Democratic Party is who they is. When didn't nobody pay attention. Like I said, I went in there and voted for Kamala. Do I have to say it again? If they didn't vote for Hillary Clinton, just check that out, family. Y'all get mad at me. It was a time they didn't want women to vote. Now I be trying to go over and find out where in the black man when he was reigning where women didn't run. Now, I was trying to see is this they didn't want no woman to rule. So while y'all threw Hillary Clinton up, threw Kamala up here. This is American history. They just started. Just think about it, how long women been voting. They didn't think they thought you was just to have babies at one time and make them meals. Y'all let that sink in and quit acting like that type of mentality is gone. Just because they started letting women vote this and that was for them to still control power. That was just done. They knew their time. They was like, okay, we put limits on here. How long let me run my wife. Y'all just let that sink in. Then our good Johnny come lately ass we do the same thing because we seen what they did. That's why when you seen with that DDA board, that lady was out there spending money of the taxpayers, got mink eyelashes. Just let that sink in. They hurry up and got that together. They letting the lady at the housing commission. I'm down there perplexed on it. Because I'm like, well, don't lock that lady up. I'm just show you where we be at because we black. Like, it's a black lady. You know why they doing that? Because it's probably some whites can get jammed up in that shit. And they like, hold on. If she go down, she might take us all down. So, you got to look at that. So I slept on it last night and maybe just let her get off of it then. If they ain't going to like everybody up. I hate for just her to get down. But usually, that's usually it's somebody else that can get locked in with the connection. That's why that little motherfucker down there at city council can do what he want to do. Talking about the mayor. I meant to say downtown. That's why it's probably people up top probably like, we all going to get sunk. So he can let's let him off. Let it go. Probably let it go. They probably look at it. I'm just saying when they going to help, because listen, you got Ray Nagin. Am I saying this right? The governor of Louisiana. Now, they lock your ass up down. Blacks get locked up. Look at Kwame, right down in Detroit. You go, I'm just saying, they would lock you up. But now, I don't know if Kwame was tied in like this mayor is. This little mayor, he's tied in. I'm telling you, he's tied in, so he's probably able to just push on through. But I'm out, family. I just had to come on. I woke up late. Y'all at that council, I stayed up too late. But peace. Let me go peep on some other people's streams. I'll see y'all this afternoon.